What's up, Internet? Advantageous here, bringing you another triples intimidation team. 3 times the intimidation, 3 times the fun! Not too much to say. I did a lot of explaining in the last video, so let's cut that short. We'll get the battle started. So this one was a difficult team for me. This was a very powerful team. Like, look at that. Greninja, Swampert, H/. That's pretty powerful. And I do believe it is Mega Swampert, which is, you know, even scarier. I always find it funny when a Mega form is in the same tier as its regular. But I always like that too. So here, Intimidate coming through pretty well, just because Swampert's usually a physical attacker. Aegislash is most likely physical, or at least usually has Shadow Sneak. So here I'm figuring out what to do. Masquerain, I do believe I went for the U-turn, Choice Scarf. And interestingly enough, Aegislash does go for the Shadow Sneak and then sits behind the map block, which is probably pretty good. Yeah, I guess I went for the Choice Scarf Glare, or Glare. I glared the Aegislash, Choice Scarf, Bug Buzz on the Greninja to try and take it out, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do that. Oh well. Mega Swampert here is going to get off an Earthquake, which, yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot to anyone, and it only really hurts Stantler. And Stantler took that like a boss. So I'm going to Sucker Punch with Arbok that almost takes Aegislash out. And then it shows the Iron Head, so it does have Trick Room, or physical attack only, it looks like. So the Intimidate's really coming through. Swampert goes for Earthquake again, this time hitting everyone. Everybody dies. Nah, just Aegislash. So Aegislash goes down. Masquerain finally gets the Bug Buzz off. I'm wondering if I changed the item, because it's supposed to be fast enough. Unfortunately, Bug Buzz is not doing enough anymore. And Greninja shows that it is a physical Greninja. Masquerain is not going to live that. But that's good for my Intimidates, because it was double intimidated, I do believe. So Stantler is going to eat his Citrus Berry. Good news for me, in comes Sableye. So I'm really worried about that just because Will-O-Wisp is a problem for this team, because I'm pretty much all physical. So it can really cripple my team. But I gotta do my best. So Sableye is going to be a supportive set, go for the Fake Out. Luckily, yeah, it couldn't be Mega, but yeah, could be a problem. Under Trick Room, I am going to outspeed with the Hypnosis, which is good. And I actually Gastro Acid the Sableye, which is like good for me. So Swampert, yeah, he's gonna Rock Slide, so sitting in the front thing, but he's been like quadruple intimidated, so he's not doing a whole lot of anything right now. And then Sableye actually shows that it is a physically attacking, and it actually doesn't take me out with Shadow Sneak, which is hilarious. Like, Arbok, you're a monster. So things are going pretty well for me right now. I'm in a solid position. I got 2 Mons asleep. Unfortunately, those Stoutlands kind of had an issue here because I got faked out on my Retaliate turn, and I couldn't use Last Resort. I didn't really know how the mechanics work, so I would have lost the Retaliate boost and then had to go for Last Resort, so I decided to just switch out because Arbok is low, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get knocked out the next turn anyway. So the priority Shadow Sneak, I think I undersped Sableye. I don't know if Sucker Punch would have made a difference there. Hard to tell. But it doesn't really matter. Arbok goes down, and I get a Confuse Ray on Greninja. Swampert still sleeping. Greninja does wake up, so it's a good thing I got that Confuse Ray off. But it is going to get out of it and U-turn out. So hit Mawile, which doesn't do a whole lot of anything, but it is going to reset all the Intimidates, all that work I did. Man. In comes Charizard. As Trick Room runs out, I'm like, oh, this is bad. So this is where this battle is taking longer than it should. I need to really like punch a hole in the team before Trick Room expires, or else I'm in a world of hurt. And so I do have a choice here on this first turn. I can go for the Hypnosis while I still have Gravity up, or I can try and set up the Trick Room again and then lose Gravity on the next turn. That's kind of a point of like, what do I want? You know, do I want to put him on to sleep? Is that going to be more beneficial? Or would it be better for me to get the Trick Room up so that my other Pokemon can do more damage? So this Swampert here is still sitting around, tries to go for the Brick Break and take me out. Finally Stoutland's going to get off its Retaliate, but yeah, that's a bulky Swampert for sure. So luckily I do make the decision to go for the Hypnosis on the Charizard instead of going for Trick Room on this turn. Don't know if that was the best decision. Foul Play from Sableye does a lot, so I see it's almost like pretty much a fully physical Sableye, which is crazy. Sucker Punch is going to take out Swampert, and the Charizard's sleeping. Unfortunately, yeah, I couldn't really do anything, so I didn't want to waste a last resort. I knew the Retaliate was going to take him out. I probably should have gone for the Sableye on that. Like Sucker Punch Sableye, and then Retaliate, or last resort of the Swampert. But I wasn't sure if Sableye was going to attack or not. So my Stoutland went down, in comes Luxray. So now I've got my, do you believe my last three Pokemon? Because Masquerain, Stoutland, and Arbok all went down. So I'm on my last Mon. Stanley is going to go down to a Bullet Punch. So Trick Room is no longer up. And that's a problem. That is a big problem. Because now I cannot hit the Caesar with Sucker Punch. So I realize that I'm in a bit of trouble, so I do Wild Charge the Caesar. And it does a fair chunk. Caesar's got a pretty good like base defense. It's great. So play rough on the Sableye. Gonna take it out. Probably not the real threat though. Come back on this battle. I made some poor decisions to take out wise. Like my Intimidates, he wasn't switching out, and those Intimidates were really coming in handy. So I do protect with Luxray and with Mawile. Just because I knew a map block was coming. I almost forgot why. I'm like, oh yeah, map block. I knew it was coming in. It's just like, just protect. He's gonna get a free hit. Probably might be with Charizard, might be with Caesar. Yeah, so there's a Night Flash. Unfortunately, here I do believe I go for a Sucker Punch on the Caesar, as he crits with that. So yeah, I was predicting him to keep going for the same move. So unfortunately, that didn't work out as planned. Yeah, he got the Mind Games, the Sucker Punch Mind Games on his side. And Charizard is going to wake up, and it's going to Heat Wave. It was sleeping forever, though. Like, that was pretty lucky. And yeah, sorry, Mawile, you're not going to live that. So, I come in here. I do believe I was just going to forfeit at this point, but it didn't matter. I think Luxray goes down to Life Orb Recoil. No? No, it lives. So I do believe I just forfeit here because a Bullet Punch takes me out. And I don't think I outspent that Charizard anyway. So rather unfortunate into that battle for me. Thought I could do a lot better. Like I was kind of analyzing that battle afterwards, realizing why I lost. I think I tried to take out that Swamp. I took out the Swampert too early, and I don't think I needed to. I think I should have left it on the field because it just wasn't dealing damage. The worst it was doing is Rock Slide flinching me. And it's because it just wasn't doing any damage. So that Sableye was also not a problem. So I feel like taking that out, you know, when it was double intimidated, offensive. It didn't have knockoff, so it couldn't really hinder my team. Yeah, I just feel like I misplayed. The foul play, though, yeah, was kind of a problem. Might have O-code that. So, unfortunate thing. That was just, I guess, the first loss I wanted to show you with this team, and where I kind of struggle with triples. And that is where just not recognizing where the threats are and how to get rid of them. And yeah, Trick Room expiring. I think maybe if I went for Trick Room instead of Hypnosis, I might have stood a chance, but it doesn't matter. This was a really tough team to beat for sure, with my with my team looking the way it was. So I'm proud of my team and I'm happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.